Bobby Beausoleil was born on November 6, 1947, in Santa Barbara, California. He was the oldest of 5 children. He showed an interest in music from a young age and taught himself how to play guitar. When he was 15, he was sent to Los Prietos boys' camp for 10 months for running away. Somewhere between 14 to 16 years old, Bobby began experimenting with drugs like marijuana, LSD, mescaline, and mushrooms. Bobby pursued some musical interests, supposedly ending up as part of the backing vocals on Frank Zappa's first album, Freak Out. There are no credits to Bobby, and in the past I do actually remember supposedly reading him being on one song, though I'm not sure how true that even is. In 1967, Bobby met Gary Hinman, who was a music teacher and educated man. In 1968, Bobby was living in the basement of Gary Hinman's house when he met Charles Manson. Manson was impressed with Bobby's talent and they became friends. Gary was a gentle and kind person that often let people stay at his house for free, and Bobby was one of them. On July 25, 1969, Bobby Beausoleil, Susan Atkins, and Mary Bruner were driven to Gary's house by Bruce Davis. The motive has been debated over the decades, but the group either wanted to get money to move to the desert or to get a refund for bad drugs Gary supposedly sold to Bobby. Either way, Bobby ended up killing Gary. He stabbed Gary in the chest and pistol-whipped him in the head. Manson even came by and slashed Gary's ear with a sword. Susan and Mary smothered Gary with a pillow to ensure he was dead. In court transcripts, Leslie Van Houten stated that she was there, though did nothing. After Gary was dead, Bobby wrote "Political Piggy" in Gary's blood on the wall, making a paw print. He left and came back 2 to 7 days later to wipe the print off the wall, though it didn't work. Multiple books, such as Helter Skelter and Manson, states that Bobby later made a comment to Danny DiCarlo, stating that he could hear the maggots eating away on Gary. Bobby was convicted of Gary Hinman's murder after 2 trials. Initially sentenced to death, this was commuted to life in 1972. He has had multiple parole hearings, being granted parole a couple of times, though these were reversed by the California governor. Beausoleil had 3 children conceived before he was put in prison, 1 son and 2 daughters. At least 2 of the women he fathered children with were Manson family members, Sandra Good and Kitty Lutzinger. Beausoleil's most recent parole grant was reversed by the California governor in May of 2025.